Hi guys, welcome to another vlog with Mel. Today is Vlogmas Day 13, and today we're going to talk about the latest issue of Here's Negan and Image Plus. I think this is issue 8, yeah, part 8 of Here's Negan. So we'll talk about that first, and then we'll look through Image Plus. There's some things I'm quite excited about on here, because actually they're promoting Sun Bakery, which I've already read. So that's quite cool. So let's have a look. So what happened in this one? We pick up where Negan's just seen the teenage boy get bitten by a walker. His wife is dead. He's kind of on his own at the moment. So he's just kind of trying to board up things, trying to find a way to kind of exist in society. We see that he's starting to like steal from other people, so he's stealing gas, and he gets approached by these guys that they're going to beat him with a baseball bat, apparently. He's like, let me start over. I haven't spoken in weeks. He hasn't talked to anybody else since the death of that boy and his wife. So it's like they're mad because he's taking their gas, of course. And he's like, nah, what are you going to do about it? I found the car. I ran out of gas. Key's still in it. You can take my gas. Don't exactly have all the pieces of the puzzle, do you? So he's really pissed off. He's like, you guys probably don't even know how to hotwire a car. And then he kind of just joins up with these guys. It's like, well, then there's 5 of us. We'll just fit fine in the car. Follow me. And he's like, nice bat to the guy. So we got our first, like, bit of, maybe this is Lucille. Who knows? Or maybe he'll pick up another one along the way. So they ran out of gas, and it's like, just ran out of gas. I don't know about cars. And they're just kind of saying guy-related stuff, really. Talking about penises, not too much. And they talk a little bit about who they lost, and he says he was always a loner. It's like, I didn't lose anyone. So he lies to these guys, straight up. And then they spend a little bit more time together. He keeps growing a beard as they're going, so he's been on his own for a while. Never fired a gun before in his life, but he managed to hit a walker from across the parking lot. So he's kind of bonding with these guys. And while he's bonding with these guys, they're getting surrounded by walkers. So it's not going to end very well for these guys, I don't think. So I think the next part of it, we'll see Negan fighting off some zombies. Maybe he uses Lucille for the first time. Maybe Lucille is the baseball bat the other guy had. And that will be eventually his weapon. Maybe all these guys die, and that leads him to actually kind of pick up Lucille and start building a new kind of group, really. So, not very much content in this bit, because it's only 4 issues. We don't get a lot of story in it. There's no big reveals on this. Negan lies about being on his own, that his wife wasn't alive, really, and he's always been a loner. So, we don't get a lot of content out of this one. Okay, so let's look at Image Plus then. See what we've got. I thought, as well, guys, I thought Here's Negan was only a 12-issue comic, but apparently it's 16, so I must have misread that somewhere, because I recently saw that it is 16 now, so. Okay, first comic we've got on here is called The Old Guard. A couple images here. That's it. Let's see. What is this one gonna look like? I like looking at these with you guys for the first instance, so I don't know too much about it, really. So, this is our drawing style. So, it takes place in South Sudan. Interesting. Or Sudan. I guess it's Sudan, actually. So, we've got lots of deep pinks and reds in there. Interesting, like, sunset motif going on. I don't think this is probably a comic for me, because it's too more oriented. And someone gets killed immediately. This is pretty much an Image comic at the moment. They're all kind of dying. So that's the picture from the front. So that's the cover of it. So what does it say it's about? Story of old soldiers who never die and yet cannot seem to fade away. So they don't die. Interesting. Trapped in immortality without explanation. Andy and her comrades ply their trade for those who can find and afford the services of the 21st century. Immortality is a hard secret to keep. When you live long long enough. Within there are many fates worse than death. So it's about immortal soldiers. Interesting. The next one we have is the Belfry. There's some art for that one. Let's have a look. Ooh, this is weird. So this is our cover image. See, lots of bad words there. When an airline crashes in a remote jungle, everybody walks away unscathed, only to find that you cannot escape the lush, brutal world of Belfry. Self-contained one ship that may strip you of your humanity. So, oh, just one shot. Oh, it's just one comic on its own. Okay. It's going to be 32 pages and $3.99, so that's quite cheap. So, you can see the art is really dark here. Very, very kind of like, very grim looking. Whoa, not going well for these people. I don't think this will be a Melissa comic, just because I don't like the colorization in this at all. So, I'm not going to be a fan. And then we got Pix. This looks like it's an all-age comic here. Let's see. Yeah, it says all new, all ages superhero series. Stars Emmanuel Laurel Pixley, a young lady who goes with superhero name Pix when she's in costume. She's super strong, can fly, and making a splash in her small town after a very public debut. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I like all age comics, but I think this actually looks too young for me. I'm not a fan of the style. It looks very kind of generic. It kind of reminds me of, like, when you get, like, posters, like, in schools, and it's like they just need a generic girl. She looks like a generic girl with a generic family. She doesn't look that interesting. So the first one, volume 1, is Pix One Weird Weekend. Yeah, so it says, in her first graphic novel, behold, attacking electronics, secret crushes, a magic 8-ball monster, cell service issues, a dragon war, a bad date, worried moms, a fruitive frog, a maleficent monkey, and one weird weekend. If Spider-Man were a Disney princess, you'd have Pix. No, Spider-Man is owned by Disney, so I don't know why a Disney princess couldn't be like Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Gwen, actually. You want to be, kind of actually make a real comparison. It just looks too young for me. It really does. I don't think this will be one for me. I mean, this might be a good comic for kids, maybe. But I think this is going to be too young for me. It's getting interviewed. Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't have, like, the charm of, like, Jonesy or Goldie Vance, really. I'm not seeing it. Then we have an interview with John Henrik. Oh, what he's written. What has he written? Does it actually say? Oh, he's a comic shop owner. So Big Bang Comics in Dublin. Ooh, we've got a cool poster in the middle. This is for Hinges. That looks cool. Then we got our comics undercover, so they're bringing back some, they're showing us some. So we've got, on here, we've got Young Blood. This is very 80s. The Savage Dragon, Shadow Hulk, Cyber Force. So you can kind of have a look at those covers if you're interested. Then we have Sun Bakery 1. I have read issues 2 and 3 of Sun Bakery. I did miss issue 1, so that might be worth me picking up. So Corey Lewis exploded in the scene with Shark Knife, which is still one of the most inventive kinetic comics around. Perfect style, which is perfectly suited for the adventure comics, cartoony with an exciting way, full of warm motivation and a sharp sense of humor. Sun Bakery is a one-man anthology, lets him fire off his thrilling stories at a rapid rate. Sun Bakery, as far as I've seen, guys, is very, very, like, they're very contained stories. There's lots of them within the comic, and they have these really cool uses of color. So, like, every, like, panel will be, like, in pink, or every panel will be, like, in orange, but it'll be different shades so you can kind of make out the characters. It doesn't really do it justice on here. Let's see if the next page does. Oh, yes, we got some here. So, it's like you can see that you've just got different shades of pink and black in there, and that's kind of showing off our characters. So this is Sun Bakery number 1. Sold out any hit returns to Image Comics. So I bought one of the sold out ones, it looks like. Following stories, dream skills about a city where guns are obsolete and social culture is swordplay. Aram, a space adventure on a quest to photograph the most beautiful galactic vistas. And Batrider, a supernatural skateboarding comic. The skateboarding one sounds cool. Alright, so there's some more images. You can see how it's like very pop artish. Quite like that about it. I also like how the text is very big and bold, so it really jumps out at you, so that's quite cool. Appeal of writing and drawing that works. So we've got 1%, the 1% hinges, Dark Corridor, She-Wolf, Belfry, Pigs, Seedless Sun Bakery, and Blue Monday. Blue Monday is one I've got, but I need to actually read. I've had that for a while now, I should probably get to that. And let's all go to the movies. So they're saying some of the comics from Image are being made into movies. So it looks like we've got, or TV, it looks like Deadly Class is being made into a TV show. I've never actually read Deadly Class, but I've heard very good things about it. Saints also being made into a TV show. I Killed Giants is being made in the movie. I'm not sure about that one. I didn't like I Killed Giants that much, and I'm not sure it would make a good movie. The main character in it is very kooky, but the story just doesn't really work, and I think that would make a horrible movie, actually. Not sure about that one. Officer Down movie, not heard of that one. Postal TV show, and Wicked and Divine TV show. Interesting. Wicked and Divine's been very, very popular, so that's cool. And then we've got Black History, in our own words, so we've got lots of cool art in here. So there's quotes from Black History, illustrate 8 of those for the nib of Black History Month. Cool. This is a sneak preview of a comic. So we've got some different quotes here. These are very pop artish. I quite like these, actually. Let's see. These are lovely. Oh, really cool. I like these. I like the dot designs on them. And then we've got a comic book shop that's called the Perky Nerd. That sounds awesome. It's in Chicago. So that sounds like a really cool shop. And it's like a comic shop and like coffee shop all in one. That sounds really cool. And that is it for Image Plus issue number 8. So I think I will try and get issue 1 of Sun Bakery, definitely. I'll definitely be trying to pick that out. And when they do the TV show for Wicked and Divine, I'm going to definitely check that out. I think that'd be an interesting one to check out. I think that will translate well to a TV show. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and check out my other videos and vlogs for this month. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.